Good afternoon and welcome back to another vlog right here on Superior Disciple. Before I get started today, I just want to thank you for joining me again this month, and I also want to give a huge shout out to everyone who's at Extreme Faith Camp. My thoughts and my prayers are with you guys as you go adventuring. Now, let's get to it. I suppose you're wondering why I'm sitting in a tree, and that would be a valid question. There's a reason for this, and it's because I want to tell you a story. Probably a story that you guys have heard, I don't know, a million times. You probably heard the song. I want to tell you a story about Zacchaeus. So the story goes, there's a man named Zacchaeus living in a town, and he was just this rich tax collector who cheated everyone, and that's kind of how tax collectors were back then. But anyway, Jesus came rolling into this town, Jericho, I think. He comes rolling into Jericho, and by then, everybody knew about Jesus. So there's just crowds gathered around, and Zacchaeus was this short guy, so he shimmied up this tree, and it was actually a sycamore tree, but those are kind of hard to come by in Wisconsin, so I had to settle with a pine. But anyway, Zacchaeus shimmies up this tree so he could see Jesus. And so Jesus comes rolling by, and he stops at the tree, and he's like, "Zacchaeus, what are you doing up there?" And Zacchaeus was like, "Well, I'm short, so I kind of wanted to see what you're all about." And Jesus was like, "Oh, cool. I'm eating at your place tonight." And so they did, and then Zacchaeus ended up selling half of everything he owned and giving it to the poor, and repaying everybody he cheated, but twice over. So that's kind of the story of Zacchaeus. So now I bet you're thinking to yourself, well, Kevin, that was a really nice story. My heart is just so warmed, and now I'm ready to face the rest of my week. Thank you so much. But wait, don't click out of this tab yet. I have more. I want you to think of your comfort zone as your tree. Zacchaeus had his comfort zone, but he challenged himself to step out of it. And I think that's kind of what we need to do in our lives. But sometimes it can be a little hard because we get so comfortable in our trees. If you look here, we've got a very nice comfortable tree over here. We've even got a mailbox that leads, check this out. We've got a coat rack coming into our tree. This spectacular view from our tree. Look at that. You even got a river back there. And check this out. You've got I need two hands here. You've got a lock so nobody can break into your tree. You've got an air mattress in your tree. Look at this. 2 bunks. You've got bunks in your tree. You've got some nice posters, a nice little lantern. Check that bad boy out. Oh. You've even got a mirror. And check this out. You've got a table. Oh, looks like you've got a device on your table. And again, just check out this view. So you kind of get the idea. But my point is that I think sometimes we get so caught up in our friend groups, in our habits, in our routines that we forget to kind of step outside of our comfort zone and open ourselves up and allow others to impact our lives as well. A huge way that we can do that, kind of open ourselves up and get outside of our comfort zone, is to get involved. And I think a lot of you are already doing that with Extreme Faith Camp right now. Here's kind of my little plug. I was an Extreme Faith camper for 6 years, and so I'm kind of attached. But anyway, events like Extreme Faith Camp help me to step outside of my comfort zone and to open myself up to that, many different paths. But it helped me to break that routine of just being a person that goes to church on Sunday and then for the rest of the week just kind of, do your own thing. There are a lot of events out there for youth and young adults. There's Steubenville. That's one that also really helped me to get outside of my comfort zone. There's Extreme Faith Camp. There's NCYC. But if you're really not into that too, you can always just try something around home. A lot of churches are really looking for readers, ushers, Eucharistic ministers, just people to kind of participate in the Mass. And I found that that's also a really good way to to immerse yourself into the Mass. Participating in the Mass like that, I know for me, just helps me be more attuned to things that are going on during the Mass, and just because of you're participating in that physical way. So those are just a few ways you can participate, step outside of your comfort zone. And this month, I really challenge you to do that. And I said this last time, but I think you'll really be surprised. You really will be surprised where this takes you in your faith life and your spiritual life. Thank you so much for joining me for another vlog. If you haven't checked us out on Facebook yet, you better go check us out on Facebook. And for goodness sakes, make your grandma a Facebook and have her smash that like button for us. And I will see you guys next month right here on Superior Disciple. Also, I forgot to mention that if you actually want to read the Zacchaeus story, it's in the Bible, Luke chapter 19, verses 1 through 10.